Hello everyone, we are here for the game in between Team TAHN versus Team YGO. I got with me Brennan here to cast this game. Hello everyone, we are here for
What
the game
up?
in between Team I need to mute Twitch because you can hear the background. There we go. Alright, this should be an interesting one too. Definitely relatively equal skills teams matching up against each other.
The
Both records I think are like 3-2.
I think they're about the same record. Today's matchup is definitely going to be towards the mid and bot side. For Yoshi Miner, it'll all be about how fed he can get
Yeah.
and how much he can hard carry his team. And for the team of Yu-Gi-Oh, it's all going to be about how Mako Noctis cannot feed Yoshi and Rakmanos like kicking butt in the bot lane.
Yeah, gotta have hair cleanest of Sushi Nugget. Kind of looking for some hard carry champions this game. You can see the Silas ban Yoshiminer last week, I believe, 11, 4, and 15 on that champion, was just absolutely running the map. So definitely a good ban for them. Take away the pike from their shoots. It's going to be interesting to see what the first pickup is for YGO. Dropped my Sharpie.
They did leave Yoshi's Kassadin open, and that is something that he has a lot of games played on. They also left up his Zed, which is something he's been showing a lot of skill in solo queue.
Here's the first pick, Jinx. Probably going to see something like a Lulu support maybe to help just empower that Jinx damage, especially when it comes to late game and get her through the laning phase. Counter-wise, something in the bot lane. Preferably something safe with disengage I would like to see, because once Jinx can get rolling, it's going to be hard for them to get away from her. I don't really think that the bot lane for Team TAHN needs to be looking for kills. Maybe they will be looking for kills. I think they need to just be more looking for the safe engages where they can pick up a guaranteed kill on the immobile Jinx.
Yeah, we see here the Thrush and the Amumu picked up for Team TAHN. Definitely a lot of engage on their side. If Amumu can get in, if Thrush can get in, they can definitely cause some problems. Morgana's banned out, so that's an easy counter to those champions. There is that Lulu you talked about. Now, what'll be interesting here is if they do let Yoshi Miner pick his mid lane, or if they wait, because if they wait, more than likely he will be banned out. Yeah, it looks like they do. They do give Wyvern his top mastery champion Fiora though, so we'll see how that plays into effect here. He is a pretty good Fiora.
Yep, Fiora is going to be had a lot of power in this game as well. Getting on top of a Jinx, a Lulu, and a Ziggs is relatively easy for her. None of them have any great escapes. The polymorph can't be parried, although it takes a lot of skill to land something like that, but it can be nonetheless. Hopefully going to see some bans here from YGO. Target Yoshimine in the mid lane here. They take out a Malzahar. I would really like to see a Kassadin ban as well. Try to set Mako up to the best possible plays she can go for.
I'm absolutely livid.
If they don't ban his Kassadin, I'd be shocked if he did not go his Zed. That is his other really high played mid laning champion.
I would be hyped to see Zed, honestly. I don't know how well he does in the matchup against Ziggs pre-6, as well as Team TAHN probably going to lock in a heavy ADC here, so I really wouldn't be expecting them to pick something like a Zed in the mid lane. They want to try to get some kind of AP damage down.
Now, they do have his Zoe up. He is a phenomenal Zoe player. Zoe is rather safe, can make plays, has the ability to roam around a little bit as well. They did leave his Kassadin up as well. Kassadin, as we know, doesn't really do much until level 6. Even then, he's got to get quite a few items behind him to actually start carrying the game.
And this, I think, is a good choice for Team TAHN because they're looking for Yoshi to be one of the major players in this game. save him for a last pick, especially since the top and jungle haven't been locked in yet. So you can pick something that either if you need the escapes, especially with a Kane jungle coming in, has very strong gank potential. You can get some escapes off of it, like the Cassin when he's level 6, at level 3 when he can use the W, um, instead of having to pick into something where they can just hard counter him with a constant jungle camp mid lane.
Roxas is a known tank top laner,
Mhm.
so we're gonna look him to hold down the top lane. We'll see how well he does against Wyvern.
Hard playing
Um,
against Fiora as a tank.
the Kane chosen for the jungle. We're gonna see how he can roam around, affect the map with his jungle presence. He's got definitely a faster clear time than a Mumu. And we
Mhm.
do see Yoshi Miner with the Nico pick. Nico, definitely one of his favorite champions in this game.
Yeah, definitely. It's a
With the Nico changes to her ult, it's a lot harder to hit her ult now because it doesn't slow. But she does get a little bit of buffage and some magic pin. Um, it'll be an interesting mid lane game for sure to see how Kane's jungle pressure would affect Yoshi. I do expect a lot of attention paid to mid and bot lane for
mhm,
both junglers.
definitely. Top lane probably just going to be an island. You're probably going to have Maokai go a majority of the game for team fights, team plays with that TP. Fiora mostly probably going to be split pushing, taking on the 1v2s, outplaying, trying to do stuff like that. So it's definitely two very different play style top laners here that I think is going to be a big deciding factor as well in this game because YGO has the advantage bot lane, Team TAHN has the advantage mid lane in the matchups there. So I think a lot of it's going to come down to either if either of those lanes can get very far ahead or if the top laners can flip the game in their favor depending on how they play it. Just a little information on these teams. Team TAHN currently 2-3, looking to get a 50% win rate after this kind of a game. They want to try to establish themselves because they are currently tied for sixth place as well as Zaggers and forfeit at 15. UWU is actually tied right now, I think, with Big Oof for fourth place. So they're going to be looking to try to step up an advantage here off of that. They can get this win. It could cement them in at the fourth place position and show that they are definitely a team to be reckoned with when it comes to games.
I do really want to see how this Jinx plays out. Jinx definitely is a better late game champion. Um, Sivir not bad as well. Everyone knows the 3 item Sivir can get pretty disgusting. But Heraclinos is a really good AD carry player.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if he can carry this team. We're looking at Mako Noctis to drop down some good poke damage, while Maokai is going to try and hold up that front line. Lulu's going to stay in the back, try and keep Jinx alive, and Kane's going to do Kane things.
I feel like this is where the pick for Team TAHN actually comes in handy because as YGO seems to be setting up, they're looking for that front line with the Maokai with probably a Kane flank, Lulu sitting on top of the Jinx Ziggs to just keep him alive. Team TAHN has a very hard engage, a Mumu Thresh, the Nico ultimate coming, everything like that. I feel like when it comes to team fight wise, especially if YGO stays clumped up, I think Team TAHN has the advantage when it comes down to it. They just have so much burst potential off of the Nico, the consistent stuns with the Nico Umumu ultimates stacked up on top of each other, and Theo could just run around the entire team, just outpouring damage onto him.
Yep, as you said, it's really going to be about this Wombo late game.
Mm-hmm.
If a Mumu and Thresh can get good picks to allow Nico to get in there and W to hide that invisible ult, it'll really start wreaking havoc on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because there are quite a few squishies on the side of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, I think the only way they counteract that is with the Jinx getting very far ahead and just able to absolutely burst down the enemy team and destroy him with the Runin's Jinx Rocket combo that just absolutely wrecks in a close up team fight. So I think it's if Team TAHN can get the engage early enough on a Jinx or catch her out, they pretty much insta win fights at this point, how the YGO has drafted. But we will see. This should be an interesting one to watch. Probably not going to see a lot of overtly taken risks from either side. You're going to be looking for them to take whatever they can guarantee they're going to get a kill off of and not really waste a lot of their summoners to go for stuff.
And the biggest changes recently are to the 80 carries and the crit items that come through. So we'll see how these 80 carry players adjust to the new crit item changes and how they can take advantage of that. It'll be interesting to see the different build paths that they're going to take. Right now, Infinity Edge is still a popular rush item. A lot of people are going to go Infinity Edge into Rapid Fire, and then depending on how they're doing after that, they can either go into a Phantom Dancer or something else along those lines.
Definitely. We're going to go ahead and pause at 10 seconds here, and then we'll sync that back up. As soon as the game decides to load in. And then mastery scores, nothing really out of the ordinary. The most was the Fiora with about 250,000, I think. With Heraclinos on the Jinx following it up at about 100k. Alright, I am paused.
Same here.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Okay. Probably nothing out of the ordinary start-wise. Going to be same jungle path starting. I really wouldn't expect either team to be setting up for an invade.
Nope.
Especially with these comps. You know, Thresh can get something, but it's not a guaranteed kill if he goes in.
YGO's kind of pinging to set up the line of scrimmage. Like you said, nothing completely out of the ordinary. Just your basic standard starts, safe starts, just kind of feeling each other out.
Yeah. Now what I do like is the Thresh. He has the Relic Shield, he has Minion Dematerializer, and he does have a stopwatch. So that is going to be... I think it's a it's a unique Thresh build to begin with, because typically Thresh now does go with the Ancient Coin for the CDR in lane, and brings Biscuit for the mana regen as well, so you can just constantly spam out those hooks. So definitely a little different there, but other than that, every other play seems to be relatively normal.
Now remember, those Relic Shield procs for ranged carries are procs on the absolute last hit, versus melee champions. They just get the straight up execute proc. Thresh is going to have to hit that.
Oof, you're already going in, gets one vital, probably going to hit another one as well. Maokai already missing a third of his health.
And we expect that out of Wyvern. Wyvern's a pretty aggressive Fiora player. Maokai as well, not being able to do a whole lot against her in this early game.
It's going to take at least until he gets some of those tanky items, maybe looking probably for a Sunfire first, possibly a Randuin's for the crit chance procs to go down, because Fiora's E does give her the guaranteed crit, so, and it'll help out with the tank stats as well. But Fiora still has that true damage. It's going to be hard for him to deal with anything against that.
Both junglers looking at a pretty standard start. Mumu just clearing out the bot side, not going for that Scuttler for his XP. Kane going up top to secure that Scuttler.
If Fiora was pushed out, though, she could be out of position here. Maokai not turning around to try to collapse Fiora, was just trying to give Ricard over here on the Kane some trouble getting that Scuttle.
CS advantages pretty even all across the board except for top lane.
Yep. This is going to be a good engage here. I don't know why the Thresh isn't trying to throw out a hook to land something. That minion does jump right in front of him, though. That would have been a great time to do it. This Jinx is just kind of going unpunished here with the poke, as she's shoving way out of position with the Lulu nowhere near her. And she's dishing damage out like crazy.
Heck of a beating over there.
Yep. This is... I really won't expect a lot of ganks from either side to be coming out until probably... Amumu's definitely got to farm up. Amumu has a very good gank potential on overextended lanes. He's not very good tower guys. Ooh, big fight down Thresh. Jinx almost dead. The Ignite Flash does not kill her. Jinx almost dead to the Ignite, though. Pretty equal trade here. I think both lanes are just going to look to reset. Jinx is probably going to have to stay back, though. Any kind of engage from YGO. Ooh, Mako Noctis almost goes down to the Nico in mid lane, too. These are already fights are beginning to pop off. Level 3, level 4. I'm liking to see this stuff.
Kane sitting up top in the top jungle,
Kane
waiting
could
to
get a free fight here, honestly. I don't know why he's not staying. Oh, he is. He gets the walk up. W lands. Maokai flashes to get near the Fiora. Does not land any of his abilities. Kane is going to keep autoing her, and she's going to get away without having to use a single summoner. And that's a lot of wasted time for Kane, too. He's going to be far behind
a lot
in
of
the
wasted
jungle.
time for Kane. Maokai blew his flash. It's a really important cooldown for him early on.
Definitely. And you're probably seeing a Mumu roaming near the top side now, trying to make something off of that play while the flash is down for about another 4 minutes here. The bot side, Jinx does recall, which gives Sivir not a big CS advantage, but she does get a pickaxe up over the 2 long swords on the Jinx. So that's going to be a big damage differential, another 5 AD onto Sivir. Fiora's almost dead, though, here. She does have the vision for the Kane if he does come in, and I really wouldn't expect him to challenge again. She does get the healing off her passive as well, but she did take quite a bit of damage right now. She could. That's a good stun. Parries the W from the Maokai. Gets the damage on Maokai completely out of mana. I really wouldn't want to see him take any more fights against this Fio.
We do see that the first Drake is a Mountain Drake. Not a bad Drake to have early game. We'll see how much jungle pressure will be applied. Maokai's TPing onto the top of the Fiora.
Fiora looking like she wants to take this fight, though. I don't really know about this one. Oh, does get the procs. Maokai Empowered E comes in from the bush, gets some damage down. Fiora looks like she wants to take this. She does not have enough mana. She might be going down here. If I was Maokai, I would continue to press this fight here. Make her use everything. That's a bad flash from the Fiora. It barely goes any distance. First blood onto the Maokai.
Now we're down.
Here comes Kane. Oh, this is probably going to be a dead Jinx, though. It doesn't even matter. Fresh is going to flash out of there. Here comes the Sivir just putting out the damage. They could continue this fight. He's going to force Kane flash. Q probably would have killed him, though the shield may have saved his life. That was a very good fight for Team TAHN there in the bot lane.
Team TAHN definitely showing flexing on him in the bot lane.
Probably going to see some
We'll see
moves.
how that flash affects Wyvern up in the top lane. We'll see if Kane looks to try and make
Punish
him top plays now.
Yeah, both top laners are without their sums. Maokai should be up in about 2.5, 3 minutes at this point. In the bot lane, Lulu does have both her sums. To Thresh's only has his Ignite. So they might have the fight advantage on this one, although it doesn't really matter. Thresh gets the Lantern, Sivir gets out of there.
The Sivir Thresh did get one of those turret platings.
That's
So
a big gold advantage right now for the Sivir. Fuck it. She's got a 20 CS lead right here backing up. She's going to have 1,000 gold to buy. It's going to be a good purchase for her. Big damage when she comes back to this lane. Looks like she's going first item IE right now, which is a very good choice. It's just so strong on pretty much any ADC that builds it that you just want to go for it first item. So I'm excited about that one.
Also about a 20 CS lead up here in the top lane. Maokai's just doing what he can to hold the minions back. They're just kind of feeling each other out right now. Mako Noctis taking a ton of damage from the Nico in mid lane.
Yeah. Pretty much CS leads every single lane right now for Team TAHN, which is equates to about a 1k gold lead overall in the game. Right now, just some basic stats we have on ADCs this patch. IE is essentially outperforming every single item as a first item besides Essence Reaver on Varus. And Bork, aside from Lucian, loses to IE on crit champions such as Ashe, Twitch, Caitlyn, stuff like that. But Bork's still good first buys on champions like the Varus or Kalista when you need the early game sustain. So those crit changes obviously are affecting a lot of the builds. You know, ADCs used to build Bork first a lot. The Lucian would build the Bork. Black Cleaver. Oh, this is a big fight up here. Fiora getting some big damage down. Her ultimate comes through. The Maokai should just sit back and disengage. Fiora does have a proc, though, on the Kane. This could be a fight in her favor if she can play it correctly. Lands another Vital proc. She's going to just have to dash. Does not get it, though, unfortunately. A Mumu there, out of position in the bot lane.
Bot happening. Now, while that Fiora fight was happening, Mountain Drake was secured by Team TAHN.
Ooh, good hook by the Thresh. I don't know if it's going to turn into anything. Nico is still nearby. Mumu does have his ultimate. They could give the life of one of their champions to gain the kill while the bot lane of YGO does not have the level 6 on Jinx, although Lulu is level 6. It's pretty much turns around any gank whatsoever underneath a turret, so I would not like to see them go for that.
Sivir did secure another turret plating, doing really well. Jinx, however, is catching back up to the CS. CS is pretty much evened out everywhere.
Still about a 600 gold lead onto the Sivir as of right now. Sivir spell shields, the Jinx traps. They need to disengage here. Thresh is very low, although Jinx still not level 6. There comes the Ignite. The Lulu ultimate onto the Jinx. Jinx is not going to get the kill. Wow, the vision dropped there, so Jinx couldn't get her auto off. That is
Jinx
a
just
flash
able to
and heal down onto the
Let's
Jinx.
see if she shoots an ult.
Yep, she could shoot and hit. But Thresh recalling in a very awkward position here, so not really going to see that happen. And to land it in the base, you would have had to have shot it already. So, recall, although Sivir already low too. I don't know if the Jinx rocket kills her at this point, but it is a lot of damage.
We see 4 pink wards down in bot side jungle in the river control. They're definitely trying to keep bot as safe as possible. There is nowhere Kayn can go down here without being seen. Not even through the walls.
No. That's very good vision control too. I mean, it's almost a little bit of extra wasted pink wards coming closer to the mid side of it, but it keeps Kayn from getting anywhere near bot or mid lane with this. Thresh just up in the face of the Jinx, lands the hook on her. The Jinx is probably going to go down here. This is some big damage from the Sivir as well. Sivir ults in. Here comes the Kayn, takes the lantern. It's going to get smited with the blue smite. Slow comes out. Thresh just needs to help disengage here. I don't really think they get anything off of that. Kayn gets the kill. He's going to keep pushing onto the Thresh. Thresh is going to go down. Kayn gets a double kill. Fiora fighting in the top lane. Amumu just leaves. Probably going to sit here and defend the turret now. Wyvern not performing his best on his patented Fiora. Typically, you like to see him being on the 1v2 champion, getting outplays like crazy. 0-2 currently not doing anything besides getting some CS over the Maokai.
Now Maokai does have Bami's Cinder, very common tank item building into Sunfire Cape up there. Makes it really hard to stay in longs, to stay in fights against him. Maokai going currently on a
Ooh, Maokai ultimate comes out. Fiora can land this ultimate. She might have a chance. That Maokai Q perfectly knocks her away from landing the final strike on the Vital. Keeps him alive in the fight and gets him the win. Wow, that was a great knockback right there.
Right now, Maokai's 2-0, Kayn's 3-0. Picked up bounties for both of them. Definitely not how I thought this game was going. Nico really hasn't done much of anything, just kind of CSing quite a bit. A lot of the fights have been focused bot side. Maokai is just pretty much straight up 1v1ing Fiora at this point. She's going to have a really tough time doing almost anything to him.
Yeah, it's almost a wasted vision here from Team TAHN. They have such good vision coverage around the bot side. You would really like to see Nico go down and roam, try to get some kind of plays down there, especially when you have a laner like Ziggs, whose really only punishment is going to be from hard shoving the lane and getting the turret down. Although picking up a double kill onto Nico, Sivir, something like that, is going to be just a lot more beneficial than what the Ziggs damage would be onto a turret. Fiora takes a fight again, lands a passive proc, uses her parry, doesn't hit the Vital that time, doesn't even land it at all in that end of the fight. Oh, there it goes with the Q proc on it. Sivir just doing Sivir things, clearing out a wave with 2 abilities. Oh, that's big damage from the Maokai out of the Fiora.
Coming out on the bot
Here's
lane.
the Kayn. You're probably going to see a Mumu ult as soon as this Kayn comes out of his ult. Kayn going to flash over the wall. Thresh is going to flash to follow. Thresh gets knocked up. Kayn does have his form up. Sivir gets the lantern. No, she's not. She's going to wait on it. Here comes the Nico to roam to follow. Kayn going to try to E through the wall. Thresh lands a tearjerker of a hook right there. At the end of the ability range, he lands it. Fiora looking like she's going to die again top. Gets out of the fight, though, with the Q dash away.
More importantly, the Nico does get the shutdown on the 600 gold bounty for Kayn.
Oof,
so
that's
we'll
big.
see her starting to ramp up in damage.
That's going to be 4,800 to the Ziggs' 3,800, 1,000 gold lead here solely on the Nico. Overall, that puts him about 400 gold ahead over YGO. And here comes the Amumu in for a gank on the Maokai. Maokai only has his ultimate up, uses it. Fiora parries it, gets the stun off. Fiora ultimate's going to come out. She just needs to land that last one, get the healing off of it. Good flash, lands the proc. This is going to be a dead Maokai. Don't even have to turret dive for it. Takes one turret shot, and they should be able to take this tower in the top lane for first turret.
It'll be interesting whether they go for the tower or go for Shelly over there.
Yeah. Either or, I think, is the
has
first
fallen.
call. Or good, not first call. Good call. First turret top lane is the extra gold. Rift Herald essentially secures that as long as the enemy team doesn't get it before you. But this is a free 20 seconds that Fiora had on the turret, although she's not really pushing for it. Maokai TP is going to be up, and he's going to TP to that turret to stop the push from the Fiora.
A pretty even game. Kane sitting bot side.
Ooh, Maokai does not stop the back. Fiora picks up her Ravenous Hydra, going to go for some Merc Treads here, help her with the fights against the Maokai. Should slow down some of the CC that he has on her. Kane hovering near the bot side, like you said. Mumu as well. They're going to be looking to secure this Ocean Drake. Ocean Drake's going to be very good for either team to pick up in this game because they're going to be looking at some prolonged fights until the end game when both the carriers can just absolutely one-shot the entire enemy team. Looking for Thresh here. Lands a hook onto the Lulu. He doesn't take it. The Jinx traps come out and do nothing. Jinx rearing up the CS. Going to probably push this in a turret. Sivir just going to cast her W. Clear the entire wave besides Cannon Minion. Here comes the Kayn near bot side. Kane's probably going to try to set up in this bush to get the free gank down. Oh, this is a good hook. It's going to bait them out though. The Kayn is there. Good thing that parry missed. Or not parry. The Flame missed because that would have engaged the fight even further for Team TAHN. Probably would have screwed
Amumu
him.
making his way down bot side. We'll see if he engages in on this.
Mumu
Sivir
does
ult is
have
down.
ulti. Mumu has not used ult, I believe, this entire game. So it would be nice to see him get a nice fat 3-man ulti on the enemy team. Although Sivir very low. Rocket just misses. Nico hovering near bot side as well. They're probably going to go for a play here. Nico turns around to come in on this. Gets caught out by the ward, and they know to back off. Mumu recalling as well in the bush.
Pretty exciting game so far. Fights breaking out all over the place.
Definitely. The Maokai using the bushes to his advantage top lane, getting a lot of push, a lot of poke with those E's. Fiora with the Ravenous Hydra, hard to do anything against her now. That lifesteal is just so strong, she can sustain the entire laning phase now. Ooh, here comes Fiora, goes for another fight. Needs to get this proc down on the passive to get some bonus true damage down. Gets the speed boost as well off of it. Lands a second one. Great play by the Fiora there. She's probably going to keep engaging on this fight here. This Maokai's pushing up, but here comes the Kayn to turn the fight around. Maokai ultimate lands, hits the Fiora. Fiora running away, gets the ulti onto the Maokai. She's not going to be able to proc them all, though. Or is she? She's going for it. She wants it bad. She does not get it. Maokai gets away with a sliver of health, but this is going to mean Dragon for Team TAHN. They have the number advantages. They have the vision advantage. I don't think YGO even knows they're doing it. Lulu pushing up now to check it out. It's already gone, though.
Team TAHN really taking advantage of the fact that King keeps roaming top to help out this Maokai and securing objectives. Not really losing a whole lot up there. Of course, they're gonna get Maokai's gonna get some.
He's gonna get the
that
turret.
tower.
Yeah, that's gonna be first
100%
turret
gonna
over
get
to the
the turret.
Maokai.
So they trade Drake's tower.
See, it's nice, but the bad thing is the gold is going down to champions like the Maokai and the Kayn, and I feel like Kayn, while he will be strong, is not going to be great with a Thresh, with an Amumu, with someone like a Nico who can just absolutely stun lock him like crazy and destroy him. That's the Rift Herald, though. That should help out. If they can place that in a good lane, maybe have the other laner split push in a different lane, get that mid, have 3 following it. They could get a turret out of it. It'd be very useful. Oh, here comes the Sivir. Gonna get the turret down bottom. Gold advantage is 1k in favor of Team TAHN right now. Ooh, just misses the Nico E onto the Ziggs.
Not a bunch going on right now. Team's just trying to farm up, get some extra gold in their pockets. We are moving towards that 20-minute mark, so we're going to start to see a lot of fighting as Baron opens up. It'll be curious to see where that Rift Herald is going to go. Looks like Team TAHN is currently pressuring mid lane, going to get that tower down and open up the map a little bit more.
Gonna have the Amumu come near top side. Looks like they're just gonna try to siege this down. Amumu gets hit up by a couple of the Maokai there. If Zig stays near this turret, though, he could be looking at dying. The Thresh is just over that wall. I'd like to see him push up and try to go for something. Ziggs is just protecting a turret that's about to go down, and now he is way out of position. Oh, Thresh Lantern goes wide. Ziggs flashes out and escapes. Well played by the Ziggs.
Rift Herald put down bot lane.
Ooh, this is going to be at least a tier 2. Fiora's going to TP in. Rift Herald's going to knock that bad boy down to about half health here, though. I don't know if Fiora can challenge this very well unless she plays it absolutely phenomenally, which she is not. Absolutely just gets destroyed by the Sivir with the... or Jinx with
Team
the
TAHN
item.
has to answer this.
Right. Team TAHN needs their entire team to recall right now. They need the Amumu to go in. Here comes the Nico. She should be able to stop the Rift Herald from taking the next turret. Rift Herald does not... oh, does hit the next turret, actually, though. So that is a inhib turret for Team TAHN down to about half health. Well played by YGO there. They got a good objective advantage and now tie up that gold lead that Team TAHN had earlier. Sivir going to go right back top lane, though, and get 700 gold for her team as well. Now, you would really like to see Team TAHN setting up the vision around the Baron. They do have the one Mountain Drake. Next Drake to be coming up is going to be a Cloud Drake. I know YGO has some damage, but I don't think they're at that point yet where they can just shred through the Baron. Whereas Team TAHN with a Sivir, with the Miko, stuff like that, and a Fiora, especially with the Mountain Drake, that's a lot of damage down into the Baron.
Currently, both Nico and Sivir sitting on 500 and 600 gold bounties respectively.
That is...
Jinx just got a 450 gold bounty that just popped up out of nowhere.
Even though she's
So
down
that's pretty interesting.
quite a bit of gold on the Sivir. She is overall high up on gold compared to the rest of the team. But very unique bounty choice, Riot Games. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, look like this. YGO might be... YGO going for the Baron here. They don't take it fast, but they do take it. I'll say that much. Team TAHN has zero vision in that area. They have no clue this is happening. They're just sitting here in the mid lane trying to siege something. Sivir in the top side just farming up. This is going to be a free Baron over to YGO. This... Kane needs to be careful, though.
They do know that they're going.
Ooh, here comes the Lulu ultimate. Amumu almost gets the steal. Hits a 4-man ultimate. Kane gets Lulu ultied. This is some big damage, though. Sivir flashes in. They need to get this damage down on Jinx, though. They're just going for the Kane. This is a big fight in YGO's favor here. Jinx just absolutely destroying everyone's health bar and no one going for her. Great fight by YGO. Great Baron pickup. And that should be 2 turrets, possibly 4 YGO here in the mid lane.
Yeah, that was a nice sneak for a Baron. Team TAHN did not know it was happening until almost the absolute last moment. Went in and pretty much just filed in one by one. Jinx definitely manhandling each and every one of those people who ran up on her.
Jinx just had beautiful positioning in that fight. YGO picks up the Cloud Drake here, and this is the turnaround. YGO now has a 3k gold lead over Team TAHN. They're turning it around. This is huge. All of that gold onto Jinx right now. Jinx, 9,800 gold. Closest to her on the enemy team is the Sivir with 9,200. Everyone else is far behind her there.
Looking as the teams reset, it'll be interesting to see what type of split push, or if they are going to split push, or if YGO is just going to set up shop and group and push down a lane. Right now, not really doing much.
Yeah. This is definitely the fights are going to be slowing down a lot here. YGO is going to be taking the advantages, clearing jungles, getting minions. I would like to see him do something more with this Baron, because as of right now, they really haven't pushed for any major objectives. All they've really done has been get those mid lane, or not mid lane, the jungle minions on their side. But here comes the Maokai ultimate, hits one. Here comes the Ziggs ultimate, goodbye Thresh, goodbye Amumu. This is going to be a free mid turret for YGO. Nico trying her best to defend Fiora, just split pushing bot lane. I don't know if that is the call here. YGO could just hard shove, get an inhib here if they wanted to. Yoshi 0 damage on that Nico, absolutely doing nothing to anyone on YGO's team with it.
Currently Fiora pushing in tier 2 tower in bot lane. Gonna force YGO to back off.
Best trade tower for tower and it's a tier 2 for a tier 1. But YGO does pick up 2 kills onto the Kayn. Kayn, big gold advantage again. 3k above the enemy Mumu. And YGO now little over a 3k gold lead overall. Big damage from the Jinx there. 438 on a rocket. That is monstrous right now.
Especially 25 minutes into the game. Jinx with that eye edge completed. Sivir went for the ever curious Essence Reaver first. Kind of curious as to why she did that. Definitely lose out on some big damage compared to the Infinity Edge on Sivir.
Yeah. The only build I'm pretty sure I've seen recently that has been a Essence Reaver. You press X to check gold, by the way. The only build I ever seen you go on Essence Reaver is when you go Jhin Transcendence. You go 5 Essence Reavers, 1000 plus AP. Big engage here. Ziggs ult hits all 3. Mumu only hits 2 with his ultimate. Jinx is just sitting there pouring out damage. Jinx is actually dead. I thought that was her. Lulu coming in though. Kane's gonna flash in, lands the Q. Here comes the Maokai cleaning up, getting the Sivir dead. Nico kills the Lulu. Triple kill on the Nico. What did I mean about Yoshi? He is coming in. He is alive, folks. He wants to win this fight. He wants to go for it. He's going to land the Q. It's going to double proc. There's the kill. Yoshi Miner, 4 kills picked up in that fight. Turns it around for his team in a big way.
He really got lucky. He pulled the hourglass right at the last second, killing 2 just alone on his ult. Cloned at the perfect time away from the Lulu to keep himself alive. Lulu didn't know where he was.
Ooh, just misses on the Thresh hook, but this should be a tier 2 tower for Team TAHN. And they have now closed the gold lead down to a mere 800. This fight is going back and forth. Fiora almost goes down. Red buff is going to kill her. Here comes the Jinx. She's coming in. She wants the fight. Thresh lands the hook. That's going to stop her engage getting onto the Nico, although Maokai is still pushing up. He wants it too. This Nico needs to get out of here. She has a 600 gold bounty and has yet to buy. She needs to use the gold she got in that fight very carefully here.
YGO looking to push back, try and take an inhib turret on this push.
They should trade back this turret. Maokai just soaking up a lot of damage. Nico, not a lot she can do, although she could push in. Although, hey, there it goes. Ziggs just absolutely destroys it. 25-30% health, that thing is gone.
Nico making some big plays in that team fight. It was a really poor engage by the Thresh. He pretty much got killed almost immediately. Nico came in there with a stealth ultimate, which popped 2 immediately. And pretty much the team fight dissolved. That everyone was kind of spread out. She got 2 low health members. Jinx right away.
I didn't even realize Jinx had died. I was sitting there watching, and I'm like, Jinx putting out damage, and then I look at the kill feed. She's already dead, and I'm like, what? This could actually be Baron for Team TAHN right here. This could be a good pickup. They need to get this ward vision down. YGO has 0 wards up in this area. A lot of red wards coming out. They should go for this Maokai. He is way out of position. The rest of YGO is coming, but his health is already disappearing. He could be gone here. Ziggs ultimate comes in, is going to stop the engage from going further. There's the Jinx ultimate. Fiora is almost dead. Fiora is not showing up that much this game. She's 161, doesn't have a lot of tank stats. Here comes the engage. Thresh puts his ult down, flays, hooks. Don't know what he was doing there. A little out of position. Maokai just soaking up damage, but the Fiora ult heals them all up. And the Amumu pulls the rest of the team off the fight. Fiora comes in, gets the Ziggs, gets the Lulu. There goes the Kayn. This Jinx could win the fight still, though. Jinx has lots of damage. The entire Team TAHN is almost dead. Nico misses every ability. Here comes the Jinx flash. Jinx wants it. Jinx is going for it. Jinx gets it. Triple kill on the Jinx. Big fight right there for YGO.
Yeah, the fight was really spread out. Team TAHN all seemed to engage in the Maokai, while YGO all seemed to engage on the Amumu off in the jungle. Jinx not really targeted at all in the fight, leaving her alive and well to just pump damage numbers through people.
What I'd really like to see Jinx pick up here would be a Runin's. Runin's Hurricane would be huge right now for the team fight damage just because of how much AoE damage you get off of those rockets. In the team fights, just would almost guarantee that they would never lose them. Jinx kiting playing this well. Jinx not going to go for the Baron. He's going to clear out the vision around it. Rest of her team is coming up though. Team TAHN very slow to head towards the Baron pit. They need to pick it up if they want to try to challenge this, or Team YGO could have a free Baron again.
Jinx sitting about a 3k gold lead over her respective AD carry.
Jinx sitting at about 3,600 gold to purchase too. Picks up a full Lord Dominic's Regard. Gets a Zeal. This is probably going to be the Runins coming out next. Oh, never mind. Zeal doesn't build in the Runins anymore. That's for Curvebow. Oh, never mind. Maybe she'll be going for like a Static Shiv or something for the team fights as well. All I know is YGO is hovering around this Baron pit. I would like to see them engage on someone here. Wow, they have no team for YGO. This Thresh is just going all in every single fight without any vision. I just would like to see him go for some picks, maybe, and hit some Q damage. Here comes the Jinx. Goodbye, Amumu's health bar. The Lantern saves him. Never mind, the red buff burns him to death. Theo way out of position as well. The Jinx just outputting damage. They're going to hard follow for this fight here. They want to get everything they can. Sivir, nothing she can do against them. Maybe a Lucky Steal with a Sivir Q, Nico Q, something like that. And Nico could try to stealth ultimate in, but this Baron is already gone. Yep, there goes the health bars. Ooh, Nico gets the pickup on Ziggs, takes the Lantern, gets out of there, but Kayn is going to be hard following. Nico lands the E, Nico stuns the Kayn. Oh, this is Thresh giving his life for the Nico, although the speed boost could be enough to get her into the fight. Lands a max range Q. Wow, great play right there by YGO to pick up the kill. That could be the game here. 50 seconds on the Nico, 30 until the bot lane's up. All that's left to defend is the Amumu and the Fiora. Amumu does have his ultimate up, but not a lot to happen after that. If he just goes for it now, though, this could be a dead Kayn. Turrets are actually just shredding him. He uses his ultimate to break aggro. This is probably YGO winning the game right here. Phenomenal play by YGO. This Jinx just unstoppable in every single fight that they've got into. GG, well played, YGO.
Yeah, real issues here for real communication issues here for Team TAHN. The Thresh just seemed completely out of it. Was kind of running in, not doing a whole lot with his choice of targets. The Amumu hardly ever used his ult in any way that helped his team out at all. Jinx really wasn't ever targeted in the back line, just raining down hell upon Team TAHN.
That's the biggest thing here is Team YGO had legitimately 0 members not doing anything. Like, they were just constantly having people making plays, doing stuff, outputting damage. Like, every single member was there contributing to the team, putting in some major work in those fights. YGO on the side, Amumu, Fiora really not ever present. Thresh engaging when none of his team was around, not really landing the greatest abilities. Sivir and Nico, unfortunately, were not enough to help carry them to the end of that game. I'm going to go ahead and ask some people if they want to get in here some post-game interviews.
Damage-wise, it looks like the Nico didn't even out-damage the Maokai, which not what you want out of your hard carry mid laner.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking to see about getting some post-game interviews going on.
Let's see.
Overall, not a bad game. The game really exploded right around those couple Baron fights. YGO sneaking that first Baron really did a number on them. Because not only did they get the Baron, but they got the full team ace right off that as well. Team TAHN just kind of dissolving right around then. Thresh very clearly making some bad choices, and who he wants to hook especially when no one is around
Mm-hmm.
to go in off the hook.
I think we're just gonna. Oh, never mind. There they are.
No.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
Welcome.
I
Well
felt
played.
violated.
Well played. Good game, guys. Big
Thanks.
shout outs to you guys. Bot lane holding it down that entire game. Phenomenal play. The Jinx amazing fucking just everything.
Yeah.
Just you guys, that was
Yeah.
awesome. So that was definitely a different YGO than last week. Every single laner you guys had in your team was just there doing something, outputting damage, taking turrets in the team fights. So what changed between these last 2 weeks?
We just stayed less tilted, communicated more, respected our opponents.
Hell yeah.
we didn't. I think last game we didn't go in respecting. Well, I mean we did, but what am I trying to say? We went in tilted already as it was. Like we were going in. Yeah, we were going in like in a bad mood and just it was just a hot mess last game. But I think we controlled it. We warmed up. Ellie fight me. We warmed up. We played like fun ARAMs before the game. We did 2v2s, like just our team, like just building our team morale because we went in last time just scared and nervous and tilted.
Mhm.
And this time we went in with a more fun, more have fun than anything. Like if we don't win, we don't win, but you know, we were having fun.
Well, that definitely shows you guys just controlled that map
Damn right,
so
you
well.
were scared. Shut the fuck up. I didn't mean like scared.
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
saying like we went in respecting our
Hard
risks.
crusher,
like
dude.
we knew that they were.
I went in knowing I was gonna win lane, just didn't know I was gonna lose the game. That's how I went in.
Oof.
But, no, that Sivir was fucking smurfing. I was like, how is she able to, CS?
Yeah, that was honestly amazing, but
Yeah,
was
I
not
was like,
enough to
Yeah.
carry the team.
Yeah.
That Sivir was really good though.
Yeah, Thresh definitely made some choice engages, which he very quickly learned were not the best. As I said throughout the chat, it looked like the fights really started to turn around when y'all made that first Baron call.
Mhm.
Coming from the
Yeah.
caster side, they
That
had
was all-
no vision.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
all
legitimately
Frank's fault.
completely blind until that Amumu like flashed in to try to steal it and couldn't get it. So
Yeah.
and that was just where the
Yeah.
combo lead started rolling and just getting bigger and bigger until you guys built that enormous lead. Jinx just so far ahead, can't really do anything against her.
Yeah.
It was fun.
GG guys.
We're proud of that game. We had a lot of fun and
Definitely.
it was good. It was a good game.
Definitely a
Just
good
like to
game.
give one more shout out real quick. Good job, Sierra.
Hell yeah.
You're on the team again.
Hell yeah, bro.
Congrats
Yes.
here on earning your spot on your own team.
Yeah. Alright.
Starting roll.
Alright.
I'm not gonna lie, Sierra, your CS was definitely impressive that game. You definitely did not fall down as much as you normally do. You definitely held your own, so I'm proud of you.
Definitely. Alright guys, it's fun talking to you. We will catch you later. Good luck in your game next week.
Alrighty, bye.
Goodbye. I love you. Who are we interviewing next?
Someone from Team TAHN, hopefully.
Alright, bring him in.
Alright. Jesus Christ. There you go.
Oh wait, what?
Hello.
What's up, Yosh?
How you doing, my
Man.
guys? That was a tough
That was an
loss.
unfortunate game.
It was
Well,
very
say,
close.
I picked the wrong champion for that game.
Yeah, Yosh, I was sitting
I
here
should've just
talking
picked,
you up.
like, a mage.
Should have picked out the Zed, bro.
Nah, the Zed's bad versus like Lulu Maokai. It just doesn't work versus that kind of comp.
True.
The thing is, I should have picked like a late game mage that doesn't go in.
Good point.
Yeah, you're I was a little surprised by the Nico. I kind of was talking up your
I
Zed a
kind of
little
like
bit.
listened.
Talking
to
up
our
the
team,
Cassidon, too.
and
You
I was
you
like,
champions you
very
said that you
unfortunate.
were gonna play were like Vagar, Nico, and someone else.
Man.
The
Was it?
Syndra honestly, your Syndra honestly might not have been a good, or might not have been a bad choice against this team as well. With
Nah,
some
Cinder
far
would have been bad
engage.
here too.
But that was
I
definitely.
really
I
need
mean,
to like play a champion that was basically something like Veigar.
yeah,
Honestly, I don't know.
you guys played pretty well. I mean, at that one point,
The
we really
fights
didn't think
were just
anything
all
was
bad.
happening. You were like 1-1-1, and then you turn around and got like an unofficial quadra kill. We're like, oh shoot, this is where the Nico comes in and just runs the map.
Nah,
And then
because
just nothing
the
happened after
ADC
that.
changes came in. I actually think Nico's like 20 times worse now.
That can make sense.
So,
Yeah.
talk me
Because-
through why your Thresh decided to start hooking people 1v5.
I actually don't know what was going on
We
in that
were
game.
at a couple of points. We were a bit hungry to take fights to get back into the game,
Yeah.
so we were kind of just trying to force shit, which didn't go well.
Yeah, it did not go well. They had a
Like-
way better team comp and like team fighting. We basically would have to get picks, and we tried doing that, but they were always together.
Hmm.
The one fight that like ruined the game was the fight where Jinx was the only one alive because Maokai sat on top of me and stopped me from getting no closer.
Yeah, that was like the one where they
She-
Amumu was in the back line on top of all of them, and then Maokai was on top of you guys. And then Jinx just sat through the entire fight completely untouched.
What's up, Wyvern?
Yeah, it was the one where Jinx got the
Yeah.
triple kill at the very end because
Mhm.
Yeah.
we tried, we half committed to it when we should have just ran away.
Yeah. I don't know.
If I was
That game was
the-
like really tough, I would say.
If I was to blame one person for that loss, it'd be our top laner.
Yeah, we were
Uh,
definitely a little curious as to some of the fights you're engaging on with like 5% health.
Yeah.
Very questionable.
There were a couple of times where I was kind of like, I can do this if I hit everything and lifesteal a lot,
Mhm.
and then I didn't,
Ah,
so I died.
makes sense.
Your score
Yeah.
shows that.
Yeah, I know.
You still had
Um,
some big damage though. Like you had 20k damage ish,
Oh,
so
yeah.
or
but, I
21k.
mean,
But
I also took at least 9 fights where I just died, so like that damage just kind of adds up where I shouldn't have done that damage.
mhm.
Also, a big issue is we had a sub this game, and he doesn't really like jungle. This is like his absolute worst role.
Mm.
So it was kind of like it was really like because he was just getting out roamed and stuff. He tried his best, but
Yeah, he didn't have. He had a couple good fights down in bot lane. The really interesting question, though, that actually is coming from chat was the first item Essence Reaver on Zivver.
oh yeah, he had absolutely no clue what to buy first, and he just bought whatever he thought was good.
Because that really, really hurt him
Yeah,
damage.
that was huge. If
'Cause
he got
Silver
IE,
was-
he would have done like double.
Oh
the
yeah,
damage he did.
early game Silver was definitely putting out the damage. I mean, your bot lane was doing phenomenal against theirs for
Yeah.
the longest time.
Yeah.
And then everything started to turn around. Honestly, when Jinx had the her Zeal and IE compared to the
Yeah.
Essence Reaver.
I think IE is such a good item right now. Should've
It's
been
honestly
higher.
the highest win rate item on every single ADC right now, besides Varus with a Essence Reaver.
Well, like, isn't that kind of expected though, because it's the ADC item?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it is
just
the
actually
ADC
insane
item.
right now.
But like, wait, how does that work? Because most champions are gonna like, most ADC games are gonna have both champions with an IE, and one of them's gonna
With first
win, the
buy.
other's gonna lose.
Yeah,
Oh,
first buy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant
He
to say.
didn't buy it. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
currently
so he
all
fell
game.
behind in damage compared to the Jinx,
Hmm.
which
Yeah, and-
was pretty bad for us. Also,
and
I was
it-
pretty much useless in that game.
Yeah.
I just needed a better mage basically because Nico actually, yeah, I should have realized she fell off.
She's a bit more of an assassin than a mage, in all honesty.
Yeah, she's not really that good either.
Well,
compared to
overall
Jinx.
though, guys, you guys still did play pretty well. It was just a couple of misplays that cost you the game. That Baron fight definitely a big reason as well. But you still show that you can be a strong team to contend with. I think this does put you in 1-5 now, or 1-4.
2
No.
and 4.
2-4. That has not been updated. This is
Yeah.
the one I need to look at. 2-4. Okay.
Math
So you
hard.
still have contention for a playoff
No, are
spot.
We have to win both games, right?
Well, it's because Zaggers is the other team that's in last place as of right now, or second to last, and you guys are
How
both
many-
Is
2 and
playoffs
4.
gonna be 6 or 7? That's
I
my question.
believe it's going to be 7. I'm not 100%.
Okay.
That'd be a question for admins at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right, guys. We
We're
will.
just gonna have to win our next 2 games,
Yeah.
basically.
We'll talk to you later.